when I was growing up as a child, I don't know that I was consciously aware, but because we all lived in fear, as far as I can tell today. Everything was fearful. You didn't talk, that was the first thing. No one expressed opinions or feelings. When I got in touch with my childhood finally, I asked my mother, I said, why was it so dark? And she said, Schatzele, es waren dunkle Zeiten. And what she said was, those were dark times. And they were dark times. We just didn't know how dark they were because sometimes the sun was shining. Even though at nighttime we had to cover all the windows with those black curtains. And, you know, and the bomber planes were falling and flying above. So that creates an anxiety and a fear that, yeah, it puts tears in my eyes now because you cannot really identify it, what it is, until you move through it. And I had to grow up first to move through that fear and through that anxiety and learning to express myself, or even that it's okay to talk. You know, there is no enemy that's listening. I have the freedom to speak. All these emotions and this underlying anxiety and that fear, I carried with me wherever I went. You know, even though I left Germany and went to England, and from England to America, I brought all of that stuff hidden, and I didn't even know how deep within it was hidden. And it was often very painful to get in touch with that and let it come out. And I would say, show yourself, you know, so I can see what I'm up against, you know, what is it that is still in here that needs to be freed. And it always came. I would ask questions and the answer would come, and I would come out in a different way. And I found out that I had a dictator within me. I found out that I had a destroyer living within me. That's horrible. But I had a protector in me that became a destroyer and all those things that I didn't want to be. So I was always ready to release that, to feel free. And the only one that in my experience that had freedom was what I call God. That life that lets me live. That's a gift that God gave me in Yeshua. And I'm always grateful for that, because how else am I going to learn unless I go towards the one truth that the truth is. And everyone's truth is different. But to me, the real truth is always free. And that to me is life, and light, and love. Those are my 3 L's that I still live with. And the divine universe that's available to all of us. And that's what my book is all about. My journey. If anyone has experienced darkness, that it's possible to move through darkness, out of darkness, into light and into love. It's, for me, it wasn't easy. It was sometimes very difficult, but I didn't give up. And I was always given that courage not to give up, and to look at it, and not to be afraid to look at it. And to me, me, if anybody can take that with them, that it's possible to live, experience darkness, and come out on the other side. It really is, and come out whole, not battered and not crushed, but whole, walking straight and sitting straight and enjoying life again and living that life with with something deep inside of you that is grateful that it can happen. Life is beautiful. It's no longer dark. It really is not. You know, and even if if there is a dark coming, I know better. I know how to deal with it. I'm not withdrawing anymore. My inner self is not silent anymore. I can open my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that anymore. And it's a gift.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just grateful for the gifts that I received.
Yeah.
And my book is full of those things. It's just when I need to learn something, I need to read my book.